Hello, good day guys, welcome back. I decided I want to make this very video here because the last video I made some years ago, a lot of people were asking a lot of questions in that very video, so I decided I want to make another one this time. Officially, the algorithm is not really promoting my videos of this type, so I'm not going to be making a lot of DIY video for cars anymore in this my channel. So if you need a DIY content about your car, there is another channel which I created solely for it. That channel is called Tech Ops. So you should go and follow that one if you are still someone who is a DIY person. Let's get into the brass tacks. What you're looking at here, when I mean that this is $1 million problem, a lot of you guys will not understand. Let me show you what the $1 million problem is. This, not this. Even this one also, I'm going to talk about this, how this is $1 million problem. This compressor, but that's going to be in another very video. And I'm gonna prove it to you why this is $1 million problem. And also this. What I'm saying is not necessarily variable displacement compressor. In that very video you are going to understand. Now for this one here, look at the engineering of this very ECV. Let me give you guys a little hint. Now I took this one apart and this is what it is. So non-OEM ones fails very often, and the OEM ones, they are pricey. We're talking about $100 plus, but the non-OEM ones are cheap, but they fail very quickly. I installed this on a car, and like every 2 months it fails. Right now, that's why I say this is $1 million problem. Because let me still show you, most of you are going to be feeling that maybe there are a lot of issues in the system. I want you to take a look. This system is very clean and spotless. You can see the oil. So if suppose the system is bad or have a glitch or have a problem, you should be seeing a lot of dirt in the discharge as much as the suction, but the oil didn't change color. So that explains a lot. So this is what failed. And how did I know? Let's take a look at the design. There is some few companies who are doing quite the opposite of not trying to make this $1 million problem. And there are Volkswagen. And I'm going to prove it to you. Now, the second note why I say this is $1 million problem, I'm going to demonstrate it just in a moment. If it is not $1 million problem, they won't design it in such a way that pulling it out is going to become another mission impossible. No, except they want it to be, you stand between the chance of damaging it and letting it stuck in there when you try to pull it out. But if we take a look at, this is the normal tools which I often use in removing this, but it's very stuck right now. And another is this guy. So what is so bad about them engineering this so that you can just pull it, wiggle it and pull it off without hassle? They made it so without providing a place to actually pull it, not because there is no space, no, but if you can get it out, you cannot replace it. That's like the smartphones that are having a sealed battery. Now let me show you one from Volkswagen and some other, I think, American model. You can see how this ECV is. So this industry literally did quite the opposite. This is solidly built that if I take out this very snap ring plier here, we're done. I can literally hold it and wiggle it and pull it off. That is literally how most VW ECVs are. And guess what? They are hard to die. I mean, It's just too hard to die. So guys, the last episode I want to talk about this ECV, why I say it's $1 million parts, $1 million industry. If you can be able to bypass this, you are rich. Let me repeat, if you can be able to bypass this, you are rich. However, I'm not talking about the kind of bypass that we're running down in Africa, where you get the system back to. Bypassing this is actually bypassing it without it using a PMW signal, pulse width modulation signal. We're talking about bypassing it and automatically it becomes fixed displacement compressor. So it ceases being a variable displacement compressor to cease fixed displacement compressor, and that starts with knowing how to get this guy out of the way. So guys, the last thing which I want to tell you guys here is it is a big sell for the industry, because based on my critical analysis, this very variable displacement compressor, they rarely fail, and most of them, like 95% of them that I've seen that have failed, is actually this guy right here that failed. Is this guy here. So getting the right one is pricey, and they know exactly why, because when you consider getting this one here, it is sometimes like the half or 1/3 of the cost of buying the entire compressor. Think about that for a moment. It doesn't really cost them much of a material to produce this, to manufacture this, comparatively to this whole part here. It's a lot of serious CNC machining to get this compressor machined. We're not talking about just the screws. We're talking about the internal component, the pistons, the shafts, a lot of them. And this is just a bunch of coil. I have a coil, and where is even the other one which I pulled out? It has a coil somewhere here that actually push this very plunger in and out. That's all. So literally, you will agree with me that these have less material into it compared to the whole compressor, but the price of a genuine one is most of the times like 1/4, or even some case like the half of the cost of the compressor. Even if you're buying that of the Chinese ones, it's still the same. Still the same problem. So guys, tell me what you think about this very opinion here. But I know you guys know, those who are not anti-truth, you know what I mean when I mean that this is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. So I'll see you guys in the next one, where I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say this compressor is also a multi-million-dollar industry. See you in the next one.